Silver price is skyrocketing, hitting a near 14-year high today, but it is not the only thing going up. Bitcoin has hit a new all-time high and has passed up silver as a top asset by market cap. And now Peter Schiff is telling people to sell their Bitcoin for silver? What the... Buy your gold and silver online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold or silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new. Thank you so much for watching. I do sincerely appreciate it. Silver is taking off today. It's now over $38 an ounce. It's currently sitting at $38.41, up over $1 on the day, about 3.5% gain. Now you got to go back all the way to September of 2011 to see silver at these highs. Here you can see Wednesday, September 21st, 2011, silver was at $39.61, and look at what happened the very next day. Silver went down to $35.83, and it never went above $38 again until today. But I want to go back to the year-to-date chart and show you something here. At the start of this year, silver was $28.92. We are now up nearly $10 for the year. Silver is continuing to climb higher. Now gold is up as well. Gold sitting at $3,367 an ounce. We are about $50 off of the all-time high for gold. Gold going up about 1% today. So silver is moving faster. Let's look at the gold silver ratio. It is coming down. It is now sitting at 87. And look at this. The GSR was at 104 just a few months back in April when I traded my gold for silver, but the ratio is now crashing. And in fact, if I trade my silver back to gold, I would be profitable at this point, but I'm going to hold off because I think the ratio can go much lower than it is right now. But why are precious metals up? Well, this article says risk aversion is on the rise late this week as the U.S. ratchets up its trade tariff threats against other countries, as U.S.-Russia tensions are on the rise, and as the Middle East situation may be becoming a bit more unstable. So the main thing here, though, is the trade tariff threats. What are they? Well, among other things, Trump wants to impose a 35% tariff on Canadian goods, and this is supposed to go into effect on August 1st. So it's just about 3 weeks away, and this news sent the markets in a spin. Another article which came out today says silver hits all-time high as gold prices also surge amid trade tensions. And you might be wondering, how is silver hitting a new all-time high in dollars? Well, it's not. This is the India New England News, and silver has hit a new all-time high today in Indian rupees. So if you live in India, this is the highest that silver price has ever been, and some people think it's going to go even higher. But let's go back to talking about things in dollars because I want to take a look at Bitcoin, and yes, it did hit a new all-time high today. And when we look at the top assets by market cap, you can see Bitcoin has passed up silver and has achieved spot number 6 on the list. It is also dangerously close to passing up Amazon and cracking the top 5 for the first time ever. Now, Bitcoin and silver have been going back and forth. They've passed each other up a few times earlier this year. Silver was back on top for a while. That is not the case anymore. One other thing I want to point out, though, gold has a massive market cap, about $22.7 trillion. Bitcoin is only a tenth of that right now, so I don't think Bitcoin will be passing up gold anytime soon, but it has once again surpassed silver. And look what one of the top economists in the world had to say about this yesterday. Here's Peter Schiff, and he posted on X, with Bitcoin hitting new highs today in dollars, it's a great time to sell some and buy silver ahead of silver's next big leg up. Even if Bitcoin keeps rising for a while, silver should rise much more. And while Bitcoin can easily crash, silver's downside seems very limited. So Peter Schiff is actually calling for people to sell their Bitcoin and buy silver. And this is one of the big things that stands out to me. When Peter Schiff says Bitcoin can easily crash, but silver's downside seems very limited, this seems like a no-brainer. Take your cash out of Bitcoin and put it into silver, because we've seen Bitcoin get cut in half before. In fact, Bitcoin could even go to zero. But silver is very strong right now, and look what he says a few hours later about the price of silver. He says silver is back above $37 today, up almost 2% on the day. Bitcoin's new nominal high is just a distraction. Silver mining stocks are barely up today. Once silver breaks above $40, the move to $50 will likely be quick. Silver mining stocks are not even close to pricing this in. So he is calling for people to take a look at silver mining stocks. But look what he says about the price of silver. Once silver breaks above $40 an ounce, the move to $50 will likely be quick. And if silver has another move on Monday like it did today, we could see silver approaching $40 a lot sooner than expected, and $50 silver could be a possibility this year. Now, if I'm being honest, I have no idea where silver price is going to go on Monday, but right now silver price is up big, now almost a 4% rise on the day. And typically when we see silver taking off on a Friday, I kind of expect a little bit of a beat down when the markets open on Monday. But who knows, if tensions do get worse in the Middle East or between Russia and Ukraine, or if we have more news on the tariffs, really anything could happen. So let me know down below in the comment section, where do you think silver is going to go next week? As Peter Schiff said, if we do hit $40 soon, $50 could be right around the corner, and he is calling for people to sell their Bitcoin and buy silver. He thinks silver is a better investment. I think so as well. My money is in precious metals, and when we look at the gold silver ratio, it's still telling me that silver is a better buy as compared to gold, although silver is finally playing catch up. But my strategy is, when the GSR is above 80, I like to primarily buy silver. When it's between 60 and 80, I like to buy a combination of silver and gold. And if this number can ever go below 60, then I would like to focus mostly on gold. So one other thing I wanted to point out over at SD Bullion, they're now carrying the Stacker Vault cases. As many of you know, I'm a huge fan of these. They're a great way to protect your silver from air, from water. You can travel with your silver. You can lock these cases up. So for less than the cost of 3 ounces of silver now, you could protect about half a monster box. And SD Bullion does have that free shipping on any order over $199. So you could just pick up a couple of these if you like, and keep your silver protected. But again, the big news for the day is that silver price is soaring. It is continuing to climb. It is now $1 higher than I thought it would go for the year. So silver has surprised me. It has beat my expectations. I can't wait to see where it goes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.